Hello, 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 and welcome back to another video. Hi Pisces, welcome to your Road to Abundance video. We're going to talk about money. We all love money. We all love looking to see what's happening with our finances. And we're going to see what comes up for you all. It's been very interesting doing these readings so far. So let's see what's in the cards for our Pisces. All right, so we're starting with our entrepreneurs. If you work for yourself, this is your reading. This is your path. If you are starting a business or however that works for you, ooh, we love that. Hello, King of Cups. All right, you are showing up in a really nice, wonderful, positive way. Very emotionally mature, very emotionally taken care of. It's giving you a space to be able to show up for your business, for your work in a place where like you're very supportive, like you're feeling really good about things. You also may though have people around you who are showing up in a really great, mature, emotional space. Like this is a great environment. Knight of Cups. Oh, you're going after something you feel very passionate about. You have maybe a dream or a project or something like that, something very creative that you're going after that is moving in quickly with the speed of all the things. Now, this may not necessarily be something that's very well thought out, but you know, hey, that's not the point of the stuff that our heart cares about. It doesn't have to be very well thought out, but you do need to care about it. It does need to be something that makes you feel something that you can emotionally invest in. The Hangman is in reverse. No more figuring out. No more lollygagging. No more feeling stuck. No more feeling like you're hanging around waiting for something to move. Things are moving. You have gotten the enlightenment that you needed. You've gotten the message that you needed. And now you're ready to stand up and say, okay, let's do something with it. Let's go with this. You get the Four of Swords. You are resting though. How interesting. You don't feel mentally stuck anymore. You may also not feel like inspirationally stuck anymore. Like the information is flowing in, but you're also like not, it doesn't feel like a rushing energy. It feels like a nice slow and steady energy. You're not pushing yourself mentally past your barriers or anything like that. You're going nice, slow, steady, resting, taking in the information. It's like you get the something that you're passionate about. You get the go for it. You get the like, okay, I know what I can do with this. I know where I can move with this. You get the spiritual and the mental like green light, and you take it in and you're like, all right, let me sit down with this. Let me get clear. Let me think this through. This is, remember when I was like, oh, Knight of Cups like may not necessarily be very well thought through. That's okay, because you can go through the process. You get the emotional hit, and then you go ahead and you do some of the mental work behind that to make it make a little bit more sense, to ground it emotionally. Page of Cups, offers coming in, movement happening, like you're going out there. Maybe you're offering this cup to someone. Maybe someone is coming in and offering this cup to you. If we were to put these two next to each other, this is like you going out and then them coming in. So it's like two cups coming together. Good energy. Good energy. And it is a little bit of slowing down. It's a lot of slowing down. How interesting. Woo! Because it's a lot of work. Whatever this new thing is that you're moving towards has a lot of work related to it. It's a lot of responsibilities in order to be successful. It's going to take a lot of cooperation. It's going to take a lot of coordination, but you're trudging up that hill in order to get to the castle. You know the outcome is worth it. So it's fine. You're like, I'm all good. I'm picking up all these wands and I'm going to go. It's going to be amazing. Your last card that we get for this is the Six of Cups. You have so many cups here. So this is either you have a lot of support around you. You have a lot of internal inspiration here. But there is this bit of, I like to say with the Six of Cups in reverse, that naivete about maybe I'm approaching this in a way I shouldn't be, emotionally in particular. Maybe I'm, inexperienced with this, or I'm living out of the past and have my fond memories of the past that are coloring this in a way where it seems more, exciting or more open, and I'm not looking at things clearly. Like that energy is gone. That naivete, those rose-colored glasses have come off. You're being very realistic in how you're approaching this, even though there's a big part of your heart and a big part of your spirit involved in this situation and involved in what it is that you're going after. And I think that that's the emotional maturity bit that needed to come to this. That is that acting as a King of Cups. All right. So in fact, we've got everything but the Queen of Cups, which is fascinating. Your outcome card is the Judgment card, a new beginning. New beginning, new start. You've grown up. You've done some maturing. You're moving forward. All right. So for our folks who work for and with others, we have the Hierophant. That's that Taurus energy. That is that tradition and hierarchy and kind of doing things by the books. You know, so there may be something where maybe you work for a very traditional company, or you have a very traditional work structure. Maybe the way that you like to work and function is very traditional. You like 9 to 5. You like it to be, you know, we get an hour for lunch. There's insurance. There's all these other things. You like that stability. You like being in spaces that provide you with that stability. You may not necessarily be wanting or in a space that's trying out new innovative things. But it brings a lot of stability. It brings a lot of guidance, a lot of opportunities, things like that. We have a Two of Cups, so you may be working on a new project. You may be coming together with someone and working on a new partnership. Your companies may be merging, something of that nature. Lots of messages happen, lots of communication happen, lots of things moving very, very quickly. And we have even with this, like the two individuals, there's a lot of coming together. There's a lot of like, hey, like we got to get on board with this. We got to move things forward. Star card is a wish coming true. So maybe this is something you've always wanted. Maybe this is you moving up in the ranks. Maybe this is you moving from being like the two people here to being the person, the Pope, the person who's reaching down. Maybe you got a promotion. But it's something that you're very excited about. It is a wish that you have put out there. Maybe it was one of your quarterly goals that you put out there when it comes to your finances. And now it's starting to come into place. We have the Four of Pentacles in reverse. Financially, though, I don't know if this is something that's giving you the push that maybe you wanted, or the stability, the financial stability that you wanted. It's very interesting that there is a like communications or when it comes to mentorship, when it comes to the people around you, when it comes to the work environment and all those things, it's great. When it comes to the projects that you're working on, it's great. I don't know if it's giving you the financial stability that you're looking for yet, or if with these changes going on, especially if maybe there's like a reorganization going on, or you moving into a different position or something of that nature, if you're kind of tightening up on your resources and your finances just because you're like, hey, while this change is kind of happening and things are shifting, let me be very mindful about how I use my money and what I'm doing with my money while I adjust to this, right? Knight of Wands is suggesting that there is like this fiery energy, like the things are moving and it's inspirational. You really like, it's interesting that like things are moving and progress is being made, but you are literally not moving. You're kind of staying still. So that's the thing. It does give this energy of like things maybe changing internally, restructuring, merging, coming together, new projects. You may be getting a promotion or something like that. So like things are changing, things are moving, but you are not moving. You are staying here. You are standing still. You are really saying like, hey, it's all these, there's so many other different parts moving here that I need to stabilize some things in some capacity. I need to make sure I'm not going to do any financial risk, and I'm not going to like move or like get a new car or anything like that. I'm going to wait to see how all of this plays out as I work towards this new goal. And then maybe after that, we'll see about making some of those bigger changes or some of those new investments. I don't see that as a negative thing. I think that's actually very wise, especially if there are things going on that could bring a lot of financial abundance to you, but that like it's in the works. It's just starting. It's shifting as it goes. All right, your outcome cards are the Devil and the Five of Cups. I think it was very wise for you to take your time. I think it was very wise of you to not take any big risk when it comes to your money or making big moves. With the Devil and the Five of Cups, we are getting that it's either that lovely Capricorn energy of this is going to take a lot of time and energy and effort, or that it may be slightly some unhealthy habits being fed here. And then with that, a Five of Cups, which is a emotional kind of letdown and needing to mourn those things that didn't work out from the past. So, it's not necessarily the best move in energy. It could be that, something that was very promising does not work out in the end. It could be that this new merging, this new kind of shift that's going on leads to some unhealthy connections, some unhealthy attachments. Perhaps it shifts to a little bit of more intense, unhealthy work environment. It could be you shifting in a way where you are becoming more like the Capricorn, becoming more like the Devil, and maybe leaning a little bit too far into very obsessive or very particular strategies in how you approach things. And that could lead to some emotional disappointment. But continued opportunities are still there. Those Two of Cups is still there. So the indication really that I'm getting here is that if you push too hard, if you go into this trying to overhaul or trying to move up when maybe you're not ready, or trying to be the boss in a situation where you don't need to be the boss, where you need to understand what it is that you're wanting to achieve in this, and then just playing that part out, that it could push you into a place where you are trying to force things, or you are being so particular about how it works out, so perfectionist, so just like it has to be this way and this is the only way I can see it, which is like taking that Hierophant energy, like a very traditional hierarchical view of things that doesn't see, like I said, it doesn't see the space for innovation. It doesn't see the way to make things easier. That if you get too attached to that, of this is the way it's always been done, this is how I know that this industry works, this is how I know that we can do this, without letting a little room for growth and change and things like that, that you could lead to that emotional disappointment. And so give yourself a little flexibility, give yourself a little space, give yourself a little bit of room for innovation, so that, because parts of this, the cards are indicating that parts of this may not work out. That maybe the expansion doesn't work out quite the way that it's desired. But there's some emotional disappointment here. But those Two Cups, right here, these Two Cups from the very beginning that started all of this out, those Two Cups are still there. That partnership, that growth, that creative coming together is still there. So it may not be big dream. It may not be big dream all the way of what it is that you've been desiring just yet. But the start of it, the seeds, the Two Cups coming together, is still there. It's still functioning. It's still operating. And it may have been that you needed to clear out some of this really old energy in order to get there, to recognize and to see that and to experience it and to push you past those behaviors, past those perceptions, past that way of being. So I want you to be really mindful for my Pisces that work for and with other people about whether you are allowing change to actually occur, whether you're taking insights from other people, the role that you're playing with in this space, in these spaces. Are you the devil? Are you one of the individuals chained up? Are you the Pope? Are you one of the people who are coming in and seeking guidance from the Pope? What is the role that you're playing? Are you allowing that space for growth? If you've been given a promotion and you are just going to replicate what's already been done because you're like, well, I know that works and that's successful. Are you limiting yourself from being able to see and receive the inspiration? Knight of Wands, Eight of Wands, Two of Cups, the Star card, that can actually help you to grow in a way that hasn't been done before, to try something different. So it's kind of like a push and pull between tradition and something new, between Pluto moving into Aquarius and shifting everything around. So just keep that in mind. All right, so that is it for my entrepreneurs and for my folks who work with and for other people. Pisces, it's going to be a month. So have fun and go with it. For my entrepreneurs, you've learned your lessons. You've grown and you've matured emotionally. I love that for you. For my folks who work with and other people, maybe you let in a little space for some change and innovation, okay? I love you. I'll see y'all later. Subscribe, like the video. Have a great one. Bye.